Ni hao, Worsho Jack, and I'm an Aussie expat living in Malaysia. In this video, I've made a side trip to Taiwan, a popular destination particularly for Malaysian Chinese, and a potentially interesting spot for Western expats, travellers, and retirees. Tonight, I'll be interviewing one Malaysian who moved here about 8 years ago to see what they really think about Taiwan. We'll also take a quick tour of their apartments to see how they compare to Malaysian property. Is Taiwan worth it? Let's find out. Welcome. Here we are with Yiling, a Malaysia living in Taiwan. Welcome.
Welcome to Taiwan.
Yes. Loving it so far. It's been 2 days. How do you like Taiwan?
Because I studied here and live in here since 2016. After I graded in my secondary school, I came here to study in university, and after that I working in here until now.
You must have liked it enough to stay. What made you want to study in Taiwan?
I just want to go outside Malaysia. Maybe some reason is my boyfriend want to come to Taiwan, and I just follow him and came to Taiwan too.
That's a good reason, and you get a new experience of the world. So what do you like most about Taiwan? Given you've been here for so long, you must really love something about it.
So I stay in Taipei, and I like the lifestyle here. It's more convenience, pretty safe. Now it's midnight, I can just go outside and buy everything I want, and the downstairs have 7-Eleven and Family Mart.
Would you say it's more convenient than Malaysia?
Yes, Malaysia also convenient, but maybe we need to drive the car. In Malaysia, it's not so safe for a girl. But in Taiwan, more safety than Malaysia.
That's very interesting. I was going to ask about safety. I think Malaysia is pretty safe, but I am speaking as a man. So as a woman, have you had any issues in Malaysia?
When I go by myself, I can saw some men looking at me. But maybe because I wear the short pants, people will just look at me. But actually, I don't care. I don't fucking care that look at me. But it's like just not so comfortable.
I get it. Well, Malaysia is a bit more conservative, and Taiwan, I've noticed, is a bit more open, right?
Yes, a bit more open, and nobody care what you wear and what you are doing.
Awesome. So you feel comfortable in Taiwan. And do you think language plays a big part of it? I mean, obviously you speak Mandarin. As a foreigner, someone who only speaks English, I've noticed a lot of things in Chinese. Do you think it would be difficult for someone to live here if they didn't speak Chinese?
I think it's 50% difficult. You can come here and start to learn little bit Chinese.
Is it fair to say that Malaysia has better English?
Yes, but I think the Taiwanese people in Taipei, they know English, but they didn't have any place to say it, so they become a little shame. But actually, if you just ask them, they will try to tell you.
So they're helpful people.
Yeah, helpful people.
Awesome. So when you move to somewhere new, it's nice to know that people around are helpful and you feel safe. That's really interesting, looking at the positives of Taiwan. But is there anything you miss about living in Malaysia?
The thing I miss Malaysia is food.
Which country has better food?
I choose Malaysia because I'm the Malaysian people,
Which is your favorite food in Malaysia that you miss the most?
Many, but the most I like, because in Taiwan, I can eat more Chinese food. I'm not in Malaysia, so I miss the Malay food or Indian food, like nasi lemak, roti canai, and the Pakistan food, the naan.
So Malaysia is a lot more diverse with the food offering. I've seen the food here, it's excellent, but I think it's a lot of sort of the same stuff. Noodles, a lot of Chinese food.
Noodles and rice. But in Malaysia, you can eat more spicy.
So Chinese food is super popular around the world, but I keep saying it, Malaysian food is seriously underrated, so we've got to keep promoting it. Is there something about Taiwan that you don't like? So say someone watching here was thinking, oh, maybe I want to check out Taiwan and move there. Is there something that you don't like that might be a deal breaker?
In Taipei, the most I don't like is the weather. Between the winter season, I'm very emo. Because I think this weather, not many sunny days.
You like the sun, you like the warmer weather, which is a big plus to Malaysia. I love the warm weather, I love consistent weather, and I think Malaysia has some of the best weather in the world, tropical. So in Taiwan, you're going to have to get used to seasons. It does get cold in winter.
Yes, much cold, 12 or 11 degrees.
Does it snow in Taiwan?
Maybe you need to go the highest mountain.
Okay, is there anything else about Taiwan, Taipei, that you don't like?
The rent.
Okay, we'll come back to the cost of living a bit later. That's a hot topic. What about natural disasters? I heard Taiwan has earthquakes. Is that true?
Yes, there's more earthquake compared to others country.
Right. I've never experienced an earthquake before. I don't think Australia has any noticeable earthquakes. So what's it like?
Find the table and hide it, stay at here and just waiting to stop it.
So you've never got injured in an earthquake?
Yeah, the Taiwanese government will send the warning SMS. They will send you 1 minute, and after 1 minute the earthquake, you can feel the earthquake. Maybe you can do some prepare.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you get a warning, and they're not major, and there's not really much risk of injury. So it's not really something to worry about.
Yes.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I kind of want to experience an earthquake while I'm here. It'd be an interesting experience. What about the transport? So I think transport is really important when you're looking for somewhere to live. One of the best things about KL and Malaysia for me is the transport. I find Grab very convenient. I find the MRT and the LRT, the public transport. Great. How is the transport in Taiwan?
In Taipei, I think it's convenient, better than Malaysia, because the MRT in Taipei, the system is very good. When you just go down the MRT and you go down the road and they have the bus station, you go up the bus and go to where you want.
So the buses are probably better in Taiwan,
Yes.
Taipei than KL.
Taipei is better than KL because you still have the apps to check what time they were arriving.
Grab taxi?
Yes, they also have Grab taxi. The price is higher than Malaysia.
What do most people use here? I saw there was that 555688 to get a taxi. Is that the best way?
55688, the 55688, and also the Uber.
Yeah, so I think I was told to download the Uber app, so maybe that's more convenient.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed that when you're driving, you're on the other side of the road. I haven't been to many countries where you drive on the right side. Is that something you had to get used to? Because obviously Malaysia, you drive on the left.
No, because I never learned the driving, so actually it's my boyfriend drive, so I just follow him. Yeah.
He drove very well, so
Yes, he
certainly
drove
not an
very
issue for him. But he's had 8 years to get used to it.
Yes.
Something to keep in mind. Now, the hottest topic that people are going to want to know is the cost of living. Taiwan is obviously still going to be cheaper than the West, but my initial expectation is that it's a bit more expensive than Malaysia. So you're the expert. So how does Taiwan, Taipei, compare to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in terms of cost of living?
The Taipei cost living compared to Malaysia is higher than Malaysia because the house in Taiwan is very expensive and the house is look so old style. You think it look like so old compared to KL because KL now is many building. The house in here is very old, but the rental price is higher than Malaysia.
Malaysia actually has a lot of new supply, a lot of new condos being built, which is great for us affordable luxury lovers. But some people say too much supply coming in Malaysia, and maybe people who own properties, they're not getting the capital growth. But whereas here in Taiwan, there's not many new places being built, kind of stuck with the older places, and that's what you get.
Yes.
And that drives the price up. How about everything else in terms of like food, groceries, healthcare, other costs? Is it similar to Malaysia or still more?
The healthcare is convenient, better than Malaysia. But Malaysia, if you go to the government hospital, it's very cheap. But in Taiwan, everybody also can use the government. They have many clinics. You can just pay 150 Taiwan dollar and see the clinic.
Right, I see. And how about groceries versus eating out? Do you cook at home or do you eat out a lot because it's affordable?
Both. But I think the price is quite same. But I will cook at home because I miss the Malaysia food. So I want to cook ourselves. The Malaysian food in Taiwan, I think, is not spicy. Yes.
So you want spicy and you want to do it your own way, you do it at home. For those of you from the West, that's something to keep in mind. In Asia, they eat out a lot more because it's relatively more affordable. I can certainly say in Australia, people find it difficult now to eat out. It's just so expensive and people would rather buy groceries and cook at home. And now they're even complaining about the price of groceries. So you're definitely getting your money's worth in Taiwan or Malaysia.
Yes.
So speaking of the cost of living and the rentals, do you mind if we take a look at both your apartments? You've just moved from your old place to your new place, so it'd be really interesting to see how you live.
Yes, okay. Let's go.
Okay, here we are at the place Yiling's been renting for the last few years. How would you describe it? It's a room with a shared bathroom, right?
Yes.
And two of you have been living here.
Yes, been living here like 2 years.
Right, wow, this is fascinating. Show us what it's like.
Let's go. Welcome to my room. This one is my boyfriend tables, and that one is my table. Every day we sleep at here. Okay.
Right, very convenient. So you've got your two work desks. You don't need a separate study. And you've got the bed. Over here, you've got ample storage space.
Yes, we can have clothes here and we can put our food here.
So you eat dinner here. This is the dining room.
Sometimes I will cook some Maggi mee and some dumpling at here.
That's one of the favorite Malaysian foods, right? What's this in the corner?
This is my fridge.
So it's very compact but very convenient. So you've been able to make it work. And then through here, the shower, right?
We shower here, small place. When we finish our wash, we need to open the door.
Wow, so you wash and dry your clothes out here?
Yes.
Wow.
So sometimes I forgot to close the windows and sometimes I can see the people at outside. Yes, so shame.
Wow, that's super interesting. And then we've also got the shared bathroom outside,
Yes.
right? But first, let's talk about, let's go out of the shower. What we want to know is the price. So obviously you're not getting luxury here, but it is certainly affordable even compared to Malaysia. So how much were you paying for this?
6,500
Taiwan dollar,
convert to Malaysia ringgit, 1,000 ringgit.
which is about $220 a month. So that's an absolute bargain still compared to what you'd get in the US or the West or Australia. It's not too bad, honestly. I mean, my studio in Western Sydney was 6 times the price for not much different. So not too bad, not a bad deal. Do you like it?
I like it because very convenient. They have the lift.
It's got a lift, so that's better than the stairs.
Lift is very important in Taiwan.
You're moving to a new place tonight, actually, so we'll have a look at that as well. Thanks, Yiling, for showing us this room.
Thank you.
We're at the new place, and this explains why it's important in Taiwan to have a lift, because the new place, although it's a lot bigger, 2-bedroom, doesn't have a lift. So we're walking up the stairs. It's on level 5. We made it. We're at the new place. I'm having a look here. It's a 2-bedroom, right? A lot bigger.
Yes, 2 bedroom and 1 toilet and got a kitchen.
So it's a big upgrade. You've got your own kitchen. Let's go have a look. Take us through.
Okay.
Wow, this is the cinema room.
Yes. So here is the television and the sofa here. Okay, and here is the table. Next time we can eat the dinner at here. Yes.
Oh, that sounds good. I'll be invited to dinner. What's through here?
Our first bedroom.
One thing I found quite interesting, her boyfriend was just doing some work here, as you can see. The landlord has provided like this and then allowed you guys to do work on it.
In Taiwan, the landlord won't decorate.
You're allowed to paint the wall and improve the place.
But actually, we didn't ask them.
But they don't mind because you're making it better.
Mind.
Very interesting, very different. I'm not used to that, but it's cool. So you get a better place and you're able to work on it and make it yours. Great. So this one's got a brand new air conditioner. So here's the second bedroom through here.
But this bedroom is without the aircon. But now it's the winter season, so I think that is okay.
Yes, it's quite cool. And then through here you've got the bathroom, your own bathroom. This looks like it needs some work as well. Have a look at this.
Snow bathroom without many snow flat inside. Yes, and I think it's the like old style because it's the red. So you can see the Taiwanese old people very like red color.
Good way to look at it. Colorful and snowing. And most importantly, I think through here we have the kitchen, right?
Also very old, but I think they keep it very nice and look like so new.
Right, so you've got a gas stove and you've got a fridge and a freezer here. Awesome. Thanks so much for showing us that. Let's go back out here and talk about the price. So the last place, the room, was about 1,000 ringgit per month.
Yes.
So this one is way bigger. I think a lot better deal. How much does this one cost?
18K in Taiwanese dollar,
Yeah.
Malaysia ringgit, 2,500 ringgit.
Between $500 and $600 US dollars a month. So this might be sort of in the price range of something you're looking for in Taiwan. This might be a bit more realistic. There's more. There's a rooftop. Let's go have a look. This is exciting. Ooh. Up the stairs. Check this out. Be careful, camera woman. Wow.
101 there.
Those apartments were certainly eye-opening for me. Another tip Yiling mentioned if you're looking to rent a place in Taiwan is that you're going to use a website called 591.com.tw. This is the site where you see all the rentals like iProperty or Property Guru in Malaysia. And I did notice when I had a look, it's all in Chinese. As for the hotel, we booked it on Agoda as usual, and they also have Airbnb and all the other major sites here, so you should have no trouble finding reasonable, affordable accommodation across Taipei and Taiwan. For rentals though, I think it's going to be a bit of a tougher deal. This just supports Malaysia being one of the best rental markets in the world. The amount of option, choice and availability you have is pretty much unmatched. I haven't found another country like it. Taiwan is not it, but it's very interesting to see the comparison and how people live here and in other countries of Asia. So I'll definitely try to explore and do a lot more of these local interviews and see how people actually live in these different countries. Wow, that was very interesting. Big upgrade there. Hope the new place goes really well. When people are living here, I want to circle back to the healthcare because that's really important, especially if you're older or you're a retiree. Healthcare is important. You talked about the cost a little bit, but how does the system work in Taiwan?
Actually, everybody work and here that we need to pay medical care depending of your salary. If you pay this, after that you go clinic or every hospital, you just need to pay 150 or 200.
So it's not insurance, it's the Medicare government's.
Yeah, government Medicare.
Cool. So Taiwan's very different. It's very interesting. Should someone travel here and give it a go for a holiday?
The city I like most, I think, is Tainan. The food in Tainan, I think, is very good. You want to try some local Taiwanese food, maybe you can go to Tainan. If you want to feel the city, you can go to the Taipei.
Yep.
It's more convenient. You can feel how Taiwanese people work and try to make the public transport better and better. If you want to see some mountain or some good scenery, you can go to Hualien. Quite nice. But
Right.
there's many earthquakes.
Earthquakes. We have to go there, check out the earthquakes. So today we drove around and we saw some beautiful nature. We went along the coast and saw the beaches and the beautiful blue water. Not what I expected. I mean, this was right near Taipei, so I thought it was just a city, but I was blown away with the nature. Same thing in Korea when I went to Busan. Beautiful water. It's just mind-blowing. So you might think Asia is just bustling cities, and KL certainly is, but in Taiwan you have amazing nature, mountains, rocks, everything.
Yes. You can go around all Taiwan 1 week.
It's accessible, and you've got the train running all the way down the west coast, right?
Also you can take the bicycle to go around 2 weeks. You can just finish the whole Taiwan.
Go on a bicycle around the whole of Taiwan.
Yes, because they have route for the bicycle people. You can just follow the instruction.
That's fantastic. I'll add that to my list, and I might come back and do a 2-week bike tour around Taiwan. Back to expats living here, working here, retiring here. Would you recommend people do it or not?
I recommend, but I think you need to travel here like 1 week or 1 month and do it if you like this city. Yeah.
So check it out, see if you enjoy the vibe, watch more videos on YouTube and learn from the locals. I've been thoroughly impressed. So do you think Taipei, Taiwan is overrated or underrated?
I think it's overrated. Every people say he was good because the people in Taiwan is very good. Yes, it's pretty good, but I think sometimes it's not so friendly. I'm be the foreigner, but today is you are the white person, white people. Of course, they will just treat you better because really, they will say thank you and just try to helping you. But if you come from South Asian, they will just look at your face, and even though you try to talk Chinese to them, they will say, I cannot know what you say. I 听不懂, I 听不懂.
That's super interesting. I didn't think to ask that. So you think I would be treated better because I'm white?
But I didn't have so many problems here because I know Chinese. I know what they are saying. I try to learn their accent, so maybe they think I'm Taiwanese. But foreigner come from Indonesia, Vietnam, or Philippines, I think it's some little racist. Yeah.
There's that word again. She said it, not me. How about Malaysia then? Is it overrated or underrated? I think Malaysia is super underrated for all the reasons I've talked about on my channel. What do you think?
I think it's underrated because I'm Malaysian. Foreigner or Taiwanese, I just want to tell them how is Malaysia so good. Because Malaysia culture is so special. Yes. Everyone didn't know how beautiful is my country.
Right, I love that. Malaysia is super diverse, super great place. Thanks so much, Yiling. That was really insightful. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome.
And I hope that helped you guys really understand more about Taiwan and compared to Malaysia, and you just found it interesting to hear this conversation. Subscribe for more about life in Malaysia and maybe the rest of Asia, and I'll see you in the next one.